Good morning, all. So, today we will start with thalamus. Thalamus is a large ovoid mass of grey matter which is situated bilaterally in the diencephalon. This thalamus is situated bilaterally on both the sides. It is situated below the cerebral cortex, and it is one of the major structure which is situated below the cerebral cortex. Both thalami, they form 80% of diencephalon. Thalami on both sides, they are concerned in their rostral portions, that is in their posterior portion, by means of an intermediate mass. So posteriorly they are having these two portions of thalamus, they are connected by an intermediate mass posteriorly, and in their caudal portion, that is on their in their caudal portion, that is posteriorly, anteriorly they are connected by an intermediate mass, and in their caudal portion, that is posteriorly, they are more widely separated by corpora quadrigemina. Here you can see this is the thalamus. Here in this diagram you can see this one is the thalamus, this is the cerebral cortex, you can see this is the structure of brain, and this one is the thalamus. It is situated bilaterally, okay, and this is how it is looking. So it has got two portions, posteriorly, anteriorly. Posteriorly it is connected by these two portions. Posteriorly they are connected by intermediate mass, and anteriorly, or the caudal portion, posteriorly the caudal portion is separated, and anteriorly, or the rostral portion, it is joined by intermediate mass. Now this thalamus, it has got many nuclei here. So these are called as thalamic nuclei. These thalamic nuclei, they are mainly classified by two methods. One is anatomical classification and second one is physiological classification. This anatomical classification, thalamus on each side is divided into 5 main nuclear groups by Y-shaped internal medullary lamina. So in anatomical classification, there are 5 main groups of nuclei are there. The first one is called as midline nuclei. Second one is called as intralaminar nuclei. Third one is called as medial mass of nuclei. This medial mass of nuclei is again divided into two types. One is medial anterior nucleus or anterior nucleus, and dorsomedial nucleus. Then lateral mass of nucleus. This lateral mass of nucleus is again classified mainly into two types. One is dorsal group of lateral mass of nuclei and ventral group of lateral mass of nuclei. This dorsal group of lateral mass of nuclei is again divided into two types. One is dorsolateral nucleus and posterolateral nucleus. Then this ventral group of lateral mass of nuclei, they are again classified into three types of nuclei. One is ventral anterior nucleus, ventral lateral nucleus, and ventral posterior nucleus. Okay, this ventral posterior nucleus is again classified into two types. One is ventral posterolateral and ventral posteromedial. Then the fifth type of nuclei are the posterior group of nuclei. This posterior group of nuclei are again classified into two types. One is pulvinar nuclei and second one is metathalamus. This metathalamus has got mainly two structures here. One is a medial geniculate body and lateral geniculate body. So here we will understand this with the help of a diagram here. Here you can see this diagram. Here the first group of nuclei are the midline nuclei. Here you can see this one is the midline nuclei. Yes. Then the second one is intralaminar nuclei. The second one is intralaminar nuclei. Here you can see these are the intralaminar, yellow colored one is intralaminar nuclei. And then the third is medial mass of nuclei. So this medial mass of nuclei, they are again classified into two types, anterior nucleus and dorsomedial nucleus. Here you can see green color, this is anterior nucleus and dorsomedial nucleus. These are the medial mass of nuclei. Then, then the fourth one is lateral mass of nucleus. This lateral mass of nucleus, again they are classified into two types: dorsal group of lateral mass and ventral group of lateral mass. This dorsal group of lateral mass, again they are classified into two types: dorsolateral nucleus and posterolateral nucleus. Here you can see dorsolateral nucleus. This one is dorsolateral nucleus and posterolateral nucleus. These are the dorsal group of nuclei belonging to lateral mass of nuclei. Then ventral group of nuclei, ventral group of lateral nuclei, they are again classified into three types: ventral anterior nucleus, ventral lateral nucleus and ventral posterior nucleus. Here we will see this one is ventral anterior nucleus, the second one is ventral lateral nucleus, and third one is ventral posterior nucleus. This ventral posterior nucleus, again they are classified into two types: ventral posterolateral and ventral posteromedial. This one is ventral posterolateral nucleus and ventral posteromedial nucleus. Here you can see in this diagram. Then the fifth group of nuclei are the posterior group of nuclei. This posterior group of nuclei are again classified into two. One is pulvinar and second one is metathalamus. Here you can see pulvinar, this pink colored one is pulvinar. Below this you can see the two structures of metathalamus. Metathalamus has got mainly two structures. One is a medial geniculate body and second one is a lateral geniculate body. So these are the various nuclei here. So anatomically there are 5 groups of nuclei are there in the thalamus: midline nuclei, medial mass of nuclei, lateral mass of nuclei, then posterior group of nuclei. The next one is about the physiological classification of nuclei. On the basis of functions and their projections, thalamic nuclei are classified into 5 groups. This type of classification is called as Bondoc classification. These 5 groups of thalamic nuclei they are classified as specific sensory relay nuclei, specific motor nuclei, association or less specific nuclei, non-specific nuclei, and limbic system nuclei. So this is the classification of nuclei